Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we have a lot to talk about because Port Charles is absolutely buzzing with secrets, betrayals, and power moves that are bound to change everything. Some people are on the verge of uncovering shocking truths, others are desperately trying to hold on to what's theirs, and a few are making choices that could blow up in their faces. Buckle up, because things are about to get messy. Joe's search for guidance, a secret that could change everything. Gio is at a crossroads in his life, and for a young man trying to find his place in the world, nothing is more valuable than solid advice from someone he respects. But what Gio doesn't realize is that the man he's turning to, Dante, isn't just some respected mentor, he's actually his biological father. Neither of them has any clue about the truth, but the way things are unfolding, it's only a matter of time before this long-buried secret comes to light. But what exactly does Gio need guidance on? Could it be about his future? His career? Or is there something more immediate and dangerous looming over his head? Rumors have been swirling that Gio may have gotten himself involved in something risky, perhaps something illegal that could land him in serious trouble. If that's the case, then Dante's advice might not just be helpful, it could be the only thing keeping Gio from making the worst mistake of his life. Dante, of course, has no idea that the young man confiding in him is his son. He simply sees someone who reminds him of himself at that age, someone looking for direction, for purpose, for belonging. But what will happen when the truth finally comes out? How will Dante react to the realization that he has a son he never knew about? And how will Gio handle learning that the man he looks up to is actually his father? One thing's for sure, this revelation is going to send shockwaves through Port Charles. Sasha's big decision, a fresh start or more drama? Sasha has had her fair share of struggles, heartbreaks, and setbacks, and now she's finally ready to take control of her life. She's about to have a serious conversation with Jason, one that will mark a turning point in her journey. She's made up her mind, it's time to leave the Quartermaine mansion behind. She's endured enough of their meddling, their judgment, and their constant presence in her business. It's suffocating, and she knows that if she wants to reclaim her independence, she needs to make a bold move. Her new plan? She's heading to the Metro Court Hotel, where Carly and Olivia have graciously offered her a rent-free suite and a job working with the executive chef at the Metro Court restaurant. On paper, it sounds like the perfect fresh start. No more Quartermaine drama. No more feeling like she's living under a microscope. But is it really that simple? Moving out of the Quartermaine mansion may be a physical change, but Sasha knows better than anyone that true freedom isn't just about location, it's about cutting ties to the things that hold you back. Is she truly ready to do that? Or is she simply running away from her problems instead of facing them head-on? And what about her unborn child? Will she regret leaving behind the security and resources that the Quartermaine name provides? Lulu's desperate search for Charlotte, can Spinelli crack the case? For any mother, losing a child is an unimaginable nightmare. But for Lulu, this isn't just a worst-case scenario, it's her reality. Charlotte is missing, and Lulu is absolutely determined to bring her home. This isn't the first time she's had to fight for her daughter, but this time feels different. There's an urgency, an undercurrent of danger, that tells her Charlotte isn't just missing, she's been taken. But by whom? And why? Lulu knows she can't do this alone, so she turns to the one person she trusts to get results, Spinelli. He's not just a hacker. He's a digital detective, a man who can crack even the most well-guarded secrets. If there's any trace of Charlotte out there, any digital footprint, any security camera footage, any suspicious activity, Spinelli will find it. But as they dig deeper, Lulu starts to realize that the truth might be far darker than she ever imagined. Could Charlotte be caught up in something bigger than just a simple disappearance? Could she be in real danger? And if so, is Lulu prepared to do whatever it takes to bring her back? Sidwell's strategic maneuver, a power grab in the making? While some people in Port Charles are dealing with personal struggles, others are playing the long game, and Sidwell is one of them. He's a businessman, but not the kind who waits for opportunities to come to him. He creates them. And right now, he sees an opportunity that's too good to pass up. Originally, Sidwell had planned to work with Lucy and the Deception Ladies to broker a deal that would have been mutually beneficial. But when Sasha sounded the alarm and warned them about him, the entire agreement came screeching to a halt. Maxie, always the cautious one, is hesitant to trust Sidwell, and for good reason. But Sidwell isn't the type to take no for an answer. If the deception deal isn't going to happen, he'll simply find another way to get what he wants. And that might mean shifting his focus to something even bigger, something with political influence. Could he be cozying up to the mayor's office to secure control over the pier? And if so, what exactly does he plan to do with that power? One thing is certain, Sidwell is playing a long game, and he's not about to lose. Drew versus Curtis, the battle over the Esplanade project. And now, for the most explosive showdown happening in Port Charles right now, Drew versus Curtis. This is more than just a disagreement, this is war. The Esplanade project is at the center of it all, and neither man is willing to back down. Curtis believes in the integrity of the project. He wants to keep it at its original location, preserving the vision and purpose behind it. But Drew? He has other plans. Now that he's a congressman, he's flexing his newfound political power, and he sees an opportunity to move the public park to the pier. A seemingly innocent change, except for the fact that the pier is where Sonny's business operates. Is Drew really just thinking about city planning, or is he deliberately trying to undercut Sonny? Given his recent rise in power and his ruthless approach to business, it's hard to say. But one thing is clear, Drew doesn't care who he angers in the process. He's no longer the majority shareholder in the business, so why not stir things up? Curtis isn't having it. And when Drew confronts him with a chilling warning, "You take something from me, I take something from you," it becomes clear that this fight is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning. Drew's new life, is he letting power get to his head? Drew should be on top of the world. He's a congressman. He just bought a brand new house. Willow has agreed to move in with him. By all accounts, his life is coming together exactly as he planned. But there's still one missing piece, Aurora Media. He wants it back. Desperately. And at this point, it looks like he's willing to do whatever it takes to reclaim it. But at what cost? Is Drew getting too caught up in his own ambition? Is he so focused on winning that he's losing sight of everything else? Because with Curtis standing in his way, Sidwell making backdoor deals, and Sonny keeping a close eye on the situation, Drew might be setting himself up for a fall. And that's a wrap. What do you guys think? Will Drew's hunger for power be his downfall? Will Lulu finally find Charlotte? And what about Gio? How long before he learns the truth about Dante? Next, we're diving deep into the drama, power struggles, and unexpected twists rocking Port Charles. From shocking business deals to explosive confrontations, things are heating up fast, and we have all the juicy details you need to know. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Sasha's dilemma, a fresh start or another trap? Sasha has been through more than her fair share of struggles, and now, she finds herself at yet another crossroads. Olivia and Carly, both seeing how much stress Sasha has been under while working for the Quartermaines, have come up with a plan to give her a fresh start. Olivia, in particular, has taken a special interest in Sasha's well-being. She sees her as someone who desperately needs a break, especially now that she's pregnant with what many believe to be Jason's baby. Their proposal is simple yet life-changing. Sasha could leave the Quartermaine mansion behind and start anew at the Metro Court. Carly is more than happy to comp Sasha's room at the hotel and give her a job as a chef at the Metro Court's prestigious restaurant. It sounds like the perfect escape from the constant scrutiny of the Quartermaines, but is it really? Sasha is left to weigh her options. Is she truly ready to sever ties with the Quartermaines, or is she simply running from problems that might follow her no matter where she goes? On one hand, she craves independence, but on the other, she knows that the Quartermaine's power comes with a certain level of protection, something she might desperately need down the line. Sidwell's dark past, a shocking revelation. While Sasha wrestles with her decision, another storm is brewing within the world of business and betrayal. The Deception team is on the hunt for a crucial mineral that could make or break their new skincare product. Lucy, always eager to seal a deal, knows exactly who to approach. But not everyone on the team shares her confidence. Maxie and Natalia both have their reasons to distrust Sidwell. Maxie, always quick to spot trouble, knew from the first meeting that Sidwell wasn't someone they should be doing business with. Natalia, however, had an even more personal reason for keeping her distance, one she never revealed to the team. It turns out that she was once married to Sidwell, back when he was deeply involved in far more dangerous dealings than just business transactions. But despite their concerns, Lucy, in her ever-optimistic way, invited Sidwell to join their conversation. As soon as she saw him, she ushered him over, eager to discuss the potential partnership. The mood at the table immediately shifted. Maxie and Natalia argued against working with him, but things truly took a dramatic turn when Sasha walked in. The moment Sasha laid eyes on Sidwell, her expression darkened. Without hesitation, she revealed the horrifying truth: this was the man who had once kidnapped her, trapping her in a room with a bomb. The tension in the room became suffocating as everyone turned their attention to Sidwell, waiting for his reaction. But Sidwell, ever the smooth talker, didn't seem fazed. Instead, he shrugged off Sasha's words, coolly stating that past events were open to interpretation. With an eerie smirk, he reminded the team that his offer to provide the mineral had a time limit. The question is, will Deception take the risk and work with a man with such a dark past, or will they find another way? What's next for Sasha? Should she take the job at Metro Court? After dropping that bombshell about Sidwell, Sasha left the meeting, but her problems were far from over. Now, she has to decide if working at the Metro Court is truly the best option for her. Carly and Olivia's offer is tempting. A chance to escape the Quartermaine chaos, a secure place to live, and a fresh start in a job that doesn't come with the weight of family expectations. But is it truly the right move? Working at the Metro Court could provide Sasha with peace of mind, but it could also isolate her from the power and influence that the Quartermaines wield. If someone like Sidwell is still out there, lurking, could she be safer under the Quartermaine roof than out on her own? The decision she makes now could change everything. Final thoughts: what would you do? So, what do you guys think? Should Sasha take Carly and Olivia's offer, or is she better off staying with the Quartermaines despite the stress? And what about Deception? Should they take the risk and work with Sidwell, or will they regret getting involved with him? Next, we're diving into the tangled web of betrayals, confrontations, and hidden agendas brewing in Port Charles. Emotions are running high, past sins are being dredged up, and unexpected alliances are forming. Stick with me as we unravel the layers of tension, heartache, and justice, or lack thereof, playing out in the lives of your favorite characters. Let's get started. Lucky's hospital recovery, a second chance or an unfinished fate? At the hospital, Lucky finds himself in a familiar yet unwelcome situation, stuck in a hospital bed, restless and eager to get back to his life. But his friend Isaiah isn't letting him off that easy. "You've been knocking on death's door so often," Isaiah teases, "but this time, you were halfway through before deciding to turn back." Lucky laughs, but there's an undeniable truth in Isaiah's words. He knows deep down that something has shifted inside him. The near-death experience made him realize one thing: he can't leave Port Charles just yet. There's unfinished business keeping him anchored here. His son. His mother. His sister. And Elizabeth. It's the last name that lingers on his mind the longest. Elizabeth. She has always been a constant in his life, even when things between them were uncertain. Isaiah acknowledges what Lucky won't say out loud. Elizabeth is a remarkable woman, and maybe she's the reason his heart still belongs to this town. Later, Christina pays him a visit. She thanks him for his role in uncovering the truth about Sam. But as the conversation shifts, the weight of Cyrus's disappearance looms over them. Lucky asks if she believes they'll ever find him. Christina, without hesitation, replies that if Jason was involved, there won't be a body to find, and she's perfectly fine with that. Lucky studies her, sensing the turmoil beneath her words. He asks if she's certain Jason was responsible. Christina shrugs. "I don't care," she says. Cyrus got what was coming to him. Lucky, however, sees things differently. He refuses to be the kind of man who decides whether someone lives or dies based on personal vendettas. That's exactly what Cyrus did. He played God with people's lives. But Christina argues back, frustration bubbling up. "You haven't had to deal with the justice system failing you over and over again," she tells him. "Ava has killed 3 people, including her own daughter. And she's still walking around free." The conversation leaves them both unsettled. Christina sees Lucky as naive. Lucky sees Christina as hardened. Neither is wrong, yet neither can find common ground. Christina, Sunny, and the confrontation with Ava. Meanwhile, at Bobby's, Sunny and Christina walk in, stopping to greet Alexis and Molly, who are seated at their own table. After exchanging pleasantries, they settle at their own booth, enjoying a rare quiet moment together. But that peace doesn't last long. Molly and Alexis, discussing recent events, find themselves worried about Cyrus's fate. Alexis, never one to ignore the darker side of Port Charles, suspects Jason had something to do with his disappearance. And if she's right, Danny is about to lose his father just after losing his mother. Molly, ever the peacemaker, decides to take Danny to the movies later to distract him from the weight of everything happening around him. Just as tensions simmer at one table, Rick and Ava walk in, instantly drawing the room's attention. The moment their presence is noticed, the energy in the diner shifts. Rick, sensing the hostility, smirks. "Let them stare," he tells Ava. "This could be fun." But Ava isn't interested in making a scene, at least, not yet. Rick, however, can't resist stopping by Alexis and Molly's table, offering polite but insincere pleasantries before returning to his seat. Molly, barely containing her irritation, admits to her mother that she wanted nothing more than to tell her father to leave. But, in her attempt at growth, she's trying to be more laid back. Alexis nods approvingly, though she knows it's easier said than done. At Sunny and Christina's table, Christina inquires about Sunny's house hunting progress. He admits it's been on the back burner, prompting Christina to remind him that finding a stable home for Donna and Avery needs to be a priority. Before Sunny can respond, Ava makes her move. Ava stirs the pot, a clash of old wounds and new accusations. Ava approaches their table, offering a seemingly casual good morning. The thinly veiled tension is palpable. She's not here for pleasantries, she's here to establish control. Ava reminds Sunny that she'll be picking up Avery from Carly's and wants to make sure he's aware of her recital. It's a simple statement, but Christina reads through it. The audacity of Ava playing the doting mother stirs something deep inside her, something raw and unforgiving. Christina doesn't hesitate. "It must be nice to spend all that time with your daughter," she says, her voice dripping with restrained fury. "When I have to visit mine at the cemetery." Ava falters for just a second before offering a sympathetic look. "I'm sorry you still feel that way." Christina's eyes narrow. "Are you sorry I can't go to my daughter's recital? Or are you sorry that you got away with killing her?" The diner falls silent. Sunny's jaw tightens. Ava stands frozen, caught between responding and retreating. Before she can say a word, Rick steps in, his voice smooth but firm. "The fact is," he tells Christina, "what happened was a tragic accident. Ava was found not guilty by a jury." Christina isn't moved. She's killed 3 people, and she's still walking free. Rick, never one to back down, turns the argument on her. "Maybe your anger isn't about Ava," he suggests. "Maybe it's about your guilt over what you did to Molly's child." That's the final straw. Sunny, furious, gets to his feet. "Back off, Rick." Rick smirks but doesn't push further. He's already made his point. Alexis, stepping in before things escalate further, warns Sunny not to engage. Rick and Ava return to their table, victorious in their own way. Sunny exhales, running a hand through his hair. "Thanks," he mutters to Alexis. "I was about to put Rick through a wall." Christina, still seething, doesn't say another word. Sunny places a hand on her shoulder, guiding her out of the diner. The confrontation might be over, but the wounds it reopened are far from healed. Final thoughts, the fallout begins. With tensions running this high, it's only a matter of time before things explode. Ava may have walked away from the confrontation, but Christina's words cut deep. Meanwhile, Sunny's patience with Rick is wearing thin, and it won't take much for him to take action. And then there's Lucky, caught between his moral compass and the reality of how justice, or the lack of it, actually works in Port Charles. Will he stay true to his ideals, or will the weight of the town's darkness pull him in? Let's hear it. What do you guys think? Should Sunny finally put Rick in his place? Is Christina justified in how she feels about Ava? And will Lucky ever find the peace he's looking for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Until next time.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.